Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Today's topic is reported speech. As you can look on the screen, that uses. So here, uh, reported speech in the sense the use of the direct and the indirect is you have two ways to convey something told by someone to someone else. So here you have two ways to express your views. So one is direct way and one is indirect way. So indirect is you have to two ways to convey, that is something told by someone. That means somebody has told you something to someone else. ఇంకెవరికో చెప్పమని చెప్పారు, to someone else. So somebody has told you some message to convey to the other person. So when you are using it, so one is direct way, and the other is indirect way. So first is the direct way, that is conveying to the others. You yourself, నువ్వు ఇంకొకరికి కన్వే చేయడం అనేది ఒకటి డైరెక్ట్ వే. ఇంకొకరు చెప్పిన మాటని మళ్ళీ ఇంకొకరికి కన్వే చేసినప్పుడు దాన్ని ఇండైరెక్ట్ వే అంటాము. సో ఇండైరెక్ట్ వేలో రిపోర్టెడ్ స్పీచ్ ఆర్ టూ టైప్స్, దట్ ఈస్ డైరెక్ట్ అండ్ టూ ఇండైరెక్ట్. సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, యూ హ్యావ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. Sudhakar said. So here you have friends. Sudhakar said, I don't have. So do you have friends? That somebody asked you that you have friends. Sudhakar asked, do you I don't have. So he says that I don't have any friends. So any money now. So here I don't have any money now. సో ఇప్పుడు నా దగ్గర ఎలాంటి మనీ లేదు. సో సుధాకర్ ఆస్క్ వన్ క్వశ్చన్ టు సి యువర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. సుధాకర్ సెడ్, నౌ యువర్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ సుధాకర్ సెడ్ దట్ ఐ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ మనీ నౌ. ఇప్పుడు నా దగ్గర ఎలాంటి డబ్బులు లేవు అని మాత్రమే చెప్పాడు. సో ప్లీజ్ అండర్స్టాండ్ మై పొజిషన్ అండ్ లీవ్ మీ అలోన్. వాట్ ఈజ్ ఆస్కింగ్? ప్లీజ్ అండర్స్టాండ్ మై పొజిషన్, ఐ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ మనీ. You please understand the question and you please understand my situation and please leave me alone. So now you would like to report it to another friend. So you want to express the Sudhakar views to the other friend. So what you are going to say? So you choose indirect speech. Now you are going to choose. Now you have to select, that is indirect speech. So indirect speech, the sentences would be like this. So the sentence would be like this. So first one, what is that? You are going to listen to Sudhakar. So what is Sudhakar said to you? What Sudhakar has told you, that is first way, that is direct way. So that is direct way. So what he said, that your friend Sudhakar said, I don't have any money now, please understand my position and see what he's saying, and leave me alone. So he said that I'll leave me alone. So now you are going to convey this from Sudhakar, you have heard, and now you are going to convey to the other friend. So what you are going to say, that is indirect speech. Now this is indirect. Second situation is indirect speech, and first situation is the direct speech, what you are going to convey. So you here listen to this sentence. So Sudhakar said that, what he said, that Sudhakar said that he did not have any money then. So what is saying, that he doesn't have any money then. So at what this is we are going to convey it in the past. Now when your friend was going to talk with you, that is present tense, that is direct form. So in the indirect tense, you are going to use only past tense. Keep it in your concentration that you have to use only past tense. So Sudhakar said that he did not have any money then. So he says that request me to understand his situation and leave him alone. What is then At that situation he doesn't have money. Then he said, please. Then again what he did, he requested his friend that convey my situation or position, what I am going on to. So here any wrong in this structure may not convey to meaning correctly. So if at all there is any little bit of change where in the structure, so it may not be conveyed, the meaning may not be conveyed in a rightful way. So here you should not change the structure of the sentence. So that is the main thing. And let us go for the next thing. Here he see here they here are rules to change direct speech into indirect speech. So what are the rules we are going to follow? So rules are there, so there are little bit rules are there. And what are there? See here, Ram said to his friend, I have no time today. So what did Ram said to his friend? So Ram is telling to his friend that I have no time today. Today, that means in your reported speech you are going to say today will go further when you are going to convey it into the indirect speech. So here Ram is the subject. So first understand the structure of the sentence. Ram is the subject, said to is the reported reporting verb, and his friend is an object. So these are the things. So I have no time today, direct speech. So what did Ram said to his friend? That I have no time to no time today. So let us go for the next thing, that is so what are the things you are going to use here? So let us look in the direct. This is the sentences. So here change requires to change. See here, changes required to change direct speech into indirect speech. What are the changes? Change to personal pronoun. So first thing is you have to change it the personal pronoun. So first person pronoun I, we should be changed according to the subject. So if it is I, we, then it is you are going to that is you should change the accordingly to the subject. So you have to change the pronoun according to the subject. So example, Jannavi said, I have completed my work just now. So what did Jannavi say? Jannavi said. So here changing it into indirect speech, that is January said that she had. So here I will become the that is accordingly changing the personal that is pronoun. So here personal pronoun. So here I will be changed to she. So why? Because she is Janvi is a, you know that she is a girl, then it will be changing as she had. Have will be changed into had completed her homework just then. So now will become then. So keep in your concentration that everywhere that when is when you are going to use here now, then you are going to change it into indirect speech, that is then. So that is then you are going to use here. So not only this, when you are going to use all these things in the that is in your sentences, you are going to use. So here next sentences, selecting correct. First thing is, first rule is changing your personal pronouns according to the sentence. So second one is second person pronoun, you must be changed according to the object. So you must be changed according to the object. So here Nandini said to me, you have to complete your homework. What did Nandini said? So that you have to complete your homework. So that next, when you are changing it to indirect speech, Nandini told me that you will become I here. So here you will become I had to complete my work. So what did Nandini said? That I have to complete my work. So next one is, if the object is not given, think the object is first person. So if at all the object is not given in a sentences, think that the first person is the object. So third person pronoun, he, she, it, they are not changed. So here if it is she, he, it, they, then the personal pronoun will not be changed in any of these sentences. So when you are going to look, so here you have to see the sentences. She said, he and you are good friends. So what did she said? She said that she said he and you, he and you are. So here you are not going to change here he in the direct speech when you are changing it in the indirect speech. So she said that he and you will be changing into I. So here and you were here, both are there, then it is are will become were. Why? Because in the past tense were good friends. What is saying? That were good friends. So next one is changing verbs. So here going to change the verbs, that is a present tense into past tense. So please write down this forms in your direct and indirect when you are going to change in direct and indirect speech. These little bit verbs are there. So when you are changing it into present into past, so here change present tense into the past participle. So had plus v3 form. So here you are going to use had plus v3 form. Go will become went. See here, for example, go will become went, will become would, can will become could, come came, am is will become was, because we are going to use in the past tense. So keep in your concentration that you may not use present verbs in the past sentences. So one thing, when you are going to start a sentence, that is you have to keep in your view that when you are going to start any sentence or any story you are going to write. So first thing, keep it in your view that what tense you are going to use. So if at all you start your story in the past, so everything should be in the past, so may not come into present. So if at all you see that, so why? Because verbs will be playing a very important role in changing the sentences. So when you are going to change the sentence into past tense, so you are going to use these verbs like went, would, could, came and was. So if it is am is, that is B form of the verb, then it is was. It will become was in the indirect speech. That is first one is direct speech, second one that is went. These are all indirect speech. You have to memorize, or you have to keep in your view that when you are going to write, these are past forms, and go, will, can, came, come, am, is, are present form of the verbs. So when you are going to change it in the sentence, so first thing is little bit see this thing, and see here, right will become wrote, are will become, are is a present form of the verb, then it will become into were, will become would, wrote will become had, written. So here first only I have told you that had plus v3 form, that is wrote will become had, written. So went will become, these are past form, and you have to go for the past participle form. So then you are going to use went will become will, so had gone. So next one is came, had come. So next one is see, saw. So was were will become had been. So here was were will become had been. Saw will become had seen. Saw will become had seen, and must will become had to. So here these are the things when you are going to change into indirect verb in a sentence. So here certain words changes. So there are some words they'll be changing according to the verb. That is, here will become there, near will become far. So this will become that. In the indirect speech, these will become those, now will become than. So today will become that day. See here, today will become that day. Yesterday will become the day before the previous day. So what is that? The day before previous day is yesterday, and these will become those. Ago will become, see here, before. Tomorrow will become the next day. So what will be tomorrow? Tomorrow will be the next day, the following day. So here the next day or the following day. And the next one is said to will become told, and the next one is last, the previous, that is the previous. So say to is tells, must and had to. So here must will become had to. So these are when you are going to change these things. So here will become there, that this will become that. This day, that means today will become that day. And if it is yesterday, the day before the previous day. That means the day before previous day will become yesterday, and these will become those. Ago will become before. Tomorrow will become the next or the following day. Next day kani the following. So these are the things when you are going to change here. See here, first sentence, that is, he can understand the poem. He said that he could understand the poem. So here what are the changes in the direct when you are changing it to indirect sentences? That is, I will become he, can will become could, understand will become the same thing, that is understand. So next one is, see here, Sushila said to her mother, I am will become she, I will become she, am will become was. See here, too busy to help, you will become, that is, she was going to talk with her mother, then you will become her, and now will become then. So these are the things, now will become then. So it is indirect speech. First thing is now is direct speech, then is when you are going to tell then in a sentence, that is indirect speech. So farmer said there were no rains last year. So what did the farmer said? That there were no rains last year. So when you are going to change, so what are the things you are going to change here? Look in the sentences. So the farmer said that, uh, said that. So here there were, see here, they there were will become had. They had been no rains the previous day. So here last year will become the previous year. So here when you are going to change it into, so here direct into indirect speech, that is some here wrong, it is given wrong print over here. Look at thing. Next one is yes or no questions. So what is that? Yes or no questions when you are going to say yes or no. So here she said to her son, is there sufficient water in the tank? So some mother is asking his son that there is whether there is sufficient water in the tank. So what did it is a direct speech. Why? Because you are going to listen what the mother is going to tell you. So next one is she had her see here, she asked her son if there was sufficient water in the tank. So what the mother is going to ask, that whether sufficient water is there or not in the tank. So here what are the changes I had made? Is will become if there is there was sufficient water in the tank. So if there was sufficient water in the tank, question form will be there. So here whether you are going to say yes or no, that is the reply of the son. So next one is the driver said, did the passenger take her ticket? So here what did the driver said, that he is see here the driver said, did the passenger take his ticket? So next one is that the driver requires, that is inquires whether the passenger had taken his ticket. So here what did the driver is going to inquire, whether the passenger has taken his ticket or not. So see here next sentence, that is the stranger said, have you been my glasses? So here have you seen my glasses? So when you are going to change it into the indirect speech, that is the stranger said will become inquire. So here whether inquire if I had seen his glasses or not. So what did the passenger ask? Have you seen my glasses? Then you are going to report it to the other person or other friend. That is what is that? It is an indirect speech. So now what you are going to say, that the stranger inquires if I had seen his glasses or not. If he had seen his glasses or not. See here, this is WH questions. What you are going to ask in the WH questions. So when you are going to ask, so here what is that WH questions in this? We are going to change it into the direct speech, into the indirect speech. That is, the principal said to the peon, why are you standing here? So the principal said to the peon that why are you standing here? So when you are going to change it in indirect speech, that is principal asked the peon why he had stand here will become there. So why are you, that is you will become he was, why he was standing there. So that will when you are going to convey it into indirect speech. So next one is where did you buy this system, said my friend to me. So here where did you buy this system? So this is the direct speech. Now when you are going to change it into indirect speech, what you are going to use is my friend said me where. So here what is the sentence, where did you, that, and then when you are going to change it into indirect speech, that is where I had brought that system. So that will become where I have brought that system. The next one is my teacher said. So here my teacher said, how did you finish the work in 2 days? So what did the teacher said, that how did you finish or how did they finish the homework in 2 days? So the next one is my teacher inquires how they had finished the work in 2 hours. So that is how did they. So did is not written. So how they had finish will become past tense, that is had finished the work in 2 hours. That is in the same way, that is 2 hours. So here next sentence, that is imperative sentence. When you are going to use it in the imperative sentence, what are the things you are going to use here? So that is first thing when you are going to change. So here imperative sentences, that is the old man said. So here what did the old man said? See here, show me the way to vegetable market please. So what did the that is what did the old man said? That is, show me the marketplace. Then the next one is the old man enquires me to show him the way to vegetable market. So here when you are going to ask the other person, then you are going to use show him, that me become him in the sentences, at the way to vegetable market. Then please will become into request when you are going to use please in a sentence in the direct form. Then when you are going to change it into indirect form, that will become into a request way. So next one is the policeman said to me, walk on your left side. So what did the policeman said? The policeman ordered me to talk see here, to talk on to walk on my left side. So what did the policeman ordered me to walk on my left side? That is here it's order, because he is your subordinate, then it will become into order. Then it will when you are going to use it into indirect speech, that is the policeman ordered me to talk with my friend. The next one is the passenger said to the driver, stop the bus, I must get down now. So what did the passenger has told you? That stop the bus. So if not, see here, stop the bus, I must get down here. So here will become there, get down will become get down, I will become he. So here I will become he. So the passenger asked the driver to stop the bus there. So here will become there, stop the bus, I must. So because, why? Because here it is a reason given to you, that see here, the passenger asked the driver to stop the bus there because he must get down there. So why did the passenger ask to stop the bus? Why? Because he has to get down off the bus. So that is the reason. So see here, when it is imperative or negative forms, then in the first thing that you have learned is only in the only in the that is yes no questions. So here it is when it is negative imperative, that is negative, expresses negative, is called as imperative. Then here imperative negative sentences, what you are going to use. So look at the sentences here. So here Annapurna said to his daughter, don't talk to strangers unless it is necessary. So what is saying? That Annapurna to her daughter, that don't talk to strangers, that don't you no need to talk with the strangers, it is not necessary. So when then Annapurna asked her daughter not to. So here don't is the negative form. Then here not to talk to strangers unless it is necessary. ఎప్పటి వరకు అయితే అవసరం ఉండదో అప్పటి వరకు కూడా మాట్లాడకు అని చెప్తుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద నెగిటివ్ ఫార్మ్. సో డోంట్ టాక్ ఈజ్ డోంట్ ఈజ్ యూజ్డ్. సో హియర్ నాట్ టు టాక్. So when you are going to change it into indirect speech, that is not to talk to strangers unless it is necessary. సో ఎప్పటి వరకు అయితే అవసరం ఉండదో అప్పటి వరకు నువ్వు మాట్లాడకు. సో ద లైబ్రేరియన్ సెడ్, డోంట్ షౌట్ హియర్, it will disturb others. So as you know that library in the sense it is where you have to maintain the silence. So here when you are going to maintain silence, so here not to make noise. What did the librarian say to some student or somebody? That don't shout here, it will disturb others, so it will disturb all the readers. So then when you change it into indirect speech, what are the things? The librarian ordered us. So here he is a subordinate here he is a subordinate officer, then you are going to say, then here not see, use not to shout. So here ordered us not to shout there, here will become there. So here it was will become it. So here there there as it would disturb, it will become would disturb others. So don't spoil any drawings please. So here don't spoil any drawings please. Then what did that Archimedes said to Cilician soldiers. So Archimedes requests the Sicilian soldiers not to spoil his drawings. So here Sicilian drawings. So here soldiers not, here see here don't is used in the direct form and not to spoil his drawings. So he requested not to spoil his drawings. So here imperative request forms here, not the order or the here not you are going to ask any thing here. So when you are going to say that help me please, so first sentence, that is imperative in the request way, what you are going to use, don't see here, help me please, I have no food for 2 days, said he. So what is going to say, that I have no food for 2 days, so please help me. So here he requested me to help. So what is the thing, that is request please is used in the direct form. Then when you are going to change it into indirect form, it will become please will become request. So he requested me to help him as he had no food for 2 days. So why? Because he is requesting that because he had no food for 2 days. So already it is in the, this is in the negative form, no food is given in the direct speech. Then when you are going to change it into indirect form, that is he request that he had no food only. So here he, I will become he, then have will become had. So here next sentence, the old man said to me, help me cross the road. So what did the old man ask you? That to help him to cross the road. So the man, see here, the old man requested me. So here what did the old man said requested me to help him cross the road. That is, to cross the road, he is going to ask and help to you. So help me cross the road please. So please will become a request form. So then it is the old man requested me to help him cross the road. So when you are going to look it in the that is exclamatory, that is the last sentence, see here when you are going to change, the villagers said, what is tall building is it? So what a tall building is it? So the villagers are going to, for example, if it is a tall building over in your area, then the villagers all will be going to see the building, and they are going to say that what a tall building is it. Then here your when somebody has hurt to you and had hurt to you, and this is going to convey to the other person, so from that person to the other person, then it is going to say that in the direct speech. So the villagers exclaimed that he was a tall building, it was a tall building. So exclaimed, that means they are going to exclaim that it is what a tall building it is. So here tall will become only tall building. So here it was, it is present verb. Then when you are going to change it into past form, that will become was. So here what, here nowhere we are going to use what is. So what a tall building is it. So it is when you are exclaiming, so exclaimed that it was a tall building. So the villagers all exclaimed that it was a tall building. So here this is the then in the next sentence we are going to discuss about the exercises what you are going to see here. Today we have learned what are the reported what is reported speech, and here you have two types, that is direct and indirect speech. Indirect, you are going to speak or somebody is speaking to you. నువ్వు ఒకరితో మాట్లాడుతున్నావు లేదా నీతో ఒకరు మాట్లాడుతున్నారు, నీ ఫ్రెండ్ నీతో మాట్లాడుతున్నారు, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ ద డైరెక్ట్ ఫామ్, ఇది డైరెక్ట్ ఫామ్లో ఉంది. దెన్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఇన్ ద నెక్స్ట్ ఫామ్, దట్ ఈస్ సంబడి heard you and conveying it to others, or you are conveying, you have heard to somebody and conveying it to somebody in the indirect speech. నువ్వు ఒకరి దగ్గర విన్నావు, ఆ విన్నది ఏదైతే ఉందో ఇంకొకరికి చెప్తున్నావు, దాన్ని మనం ఇండైరెక్ట్ స్పీచ్లో యూజ్ చేస్తాము. సో మనము విన్నాము, సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద వర్బ్ ఫామ్. Here will become there, this will become that, yesterday will become day before previous day. So yesterday will become the day before previous day. This today will become that day. Yes, tomorrow will become the previous day. సో ఇవి చిన్న చిన్నగా కొద్దిగా వర్బ్ ఫామ్స్ మనం గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే ఇండైరెక్ట్ స్పీచ్లోకి మార్చడం చాలా ఈజీ. సో కీప్ ఇట్ ఇన్ యువర్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ అండ్ లిటిల్ బిట్ tomorrow we'll finish off with an exercises. So